Now, I hope you've had time to discuss those with some other people, because actually that will bring out a lot of interesting angles. But if you haven't and you've just had time to reflect on them, let's unpick one or two and just see where the kind of various dimensions of these things are. Lots of people, when I do these sessions, will say, well, look at speeding, or look at getting drunk in pubs and clubs at weekends. That, everybody speeds a little bit, don't they? Everybody gets drunk. And if I give time to that, I soon find out that half the audience never get drunk. In fact, half the audience might be teetotal. And not for religious reasons either. They just don't like alcohol. And other people will say, no, I never speed. I never speed on the motorway. And so what we mustn't do is assume that we know what other people's values are and other people's behaviors. We don't. And we can't assume that the people behave in a certain way. But sometimes the one about downloading or streaming adult pornography on a home computer, that is quite an issue for some people, in the sense that some people will say that's disgraceful, that demeans women, that's something the teacher shouldn't do. And if we've got enough time in the audience, actually we'll find out that many women view adult pornography as well. In fact, apparently, though I don't can't verify this, but I've actually read that research shows that somewhere between 30 and 40% of women view adult pornography. So we can't assume what people's values are. Though it's an interesting question. Whose business is it? If you are viewing adult pornography on a home computer, whose business is that? Well, the answer to that is nobody's business. It's no one's business. And it certainly does not define you as a teacher in any way. That's a private behavior, isn't it? And you might think, well, I don't like it. It demeans women. I don't approve of it. I wouldn't like the teacher of my 6-year-old to be going home every night and viewing adult pornography. That's your morality speaking, and you're entitled to your morality. Of course you are. You're not entitled to impose it on other people, and you're not entitled to extrapolate your morality into an ethical issue. It's not an ethical issue for teachers if they're viewing adult pornography, which is legal, on a home computer. However, if that teacher was stupid enough to take their laptop into school where they've downloaded adult pornography, and by some reckless omission, the pupils have viewed it or their colleagues have viewed it, that may be a legitimate disciplinary issue, mightn't it? But keep in mind these distinctions between legal, ethical, and moral.